Hey guys, Kaden Fos here, back with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So, first of all, Ethan's not in my room, so if you're going to try to find Ethan, he's not here. He's not in my house right now. The only person that's in my room is Cody, which you will probably be able to tell. And hold on one second, I'm going to turn on my Mac, so I'll be back really quickly. Okay, I'm back, and so in today's video, I'm basically going to be talking about politics and the government, and do we need government, and do we need politics, and what I think about it. So, first of all, I don't really classify myself as a Democrat or a Republican. I know it sounds crazy. Why you talk about this stuff when you're only 16? Well, first of all, I'm almost an adult, and in 2 years from now, I could start voting legally, which, I mean, technically it's illegal to not vote. So yeah, I'm going to be voting in like 2 years, I guess. And second of all, I want to teach you all like how you can get really tricked very easily with government and politics. And like, let's say, for example, if someone's running, like, let's say California, stupid Gavin Newsom, he lies a lot, I'm assuming, because he sucks, and he's an idiot because now our state is just ruined. We have to wear this thing everywhere we go, and it's really annoying. But if you like him, then I don't know what to say. So basically, I'm more of a libertarian because, well, first of all, I'm only 16. And second of all, I don't really talk about politics and government. I'm not really into that stuff. I don't really like that stuff. I mean, I do because that's what makes our country, but you know what I mean. Okay, so let me just start off the video saying that our country is possibly doomed. The reason why I'm saying that is because, well, first of all, we may not be able to go back to school this coming up school year. Second of all, we got Antifa and the Black Lives Matter. And third of all, the coronavirus is basically the coronavirus is the thing that's ruining everything right now. In fact, if you're really curious about how many people have the coronavirus, let me show you that right now. Okay, so as you can tell, a lot of people have the coronavirus, almost 21 million. And you're probably saying, oh my god, Kaden, that's horrible, it's the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world, because look at how many people died. That's not even that many. And how many people are recovering? I mean, yeah, there's like 7 million people that still have it somehow, but a lot of people are recovering. See, 99% of people, or everyone that has the coronavirus as of right now, they have mild conditions. 1%, only 1% of people who have the coronavirus right now is in serious or critical condition. So, yeah, you don't die immediately after you get it. So, yeah. But I only knew that because, I mean, look at how many people have the virus and how many deaths there are. Like, seriously. And besides, I bet all my friends have it. I'm not saying they do, but I bet they all have it. They're probably like asymptomatic, and I probably have it, and we're doing fine, and we're not sick, and it's not the end of the world. Oh, and you're probably also wondering, oh my god, America is doomed. Yes, it may be, but 5 million. 168,000 deaths. Come on. Flu season is worse. Well, I mean, there's not 5 million people. Actually, I think in America alone, during 2018 or 2019, I think close to 5 million people had the flu. Probably like 20 million. But there were more deaths. There were more deaths than this. Somehow there were more deaths than the coronavirus. Because the coronavirus is basically the same thing. So anyways, let's see. America's number 1. Brazil's number 2. India, God, it's rising really fast. But at first, I thought America would be number 1 forever because we're so unhealthy and everyone is fat in this country. But India's really unhealthy, like, not because of the fatness and all, but they don't have clean food, clean water. They have poor hygiene. So that is probably the reason why there's so many new cases. And then, look at England. England hasn't even rose that much. Only 1,000 new cases. And then you go all the way down here, and then there's some weird countries like Anguilla, St. Pierre, British Virgin Islands, and MS Zandam that only have like several cases of coronavirus because no one lives there. Let me see. 30,000. 9 cases. 30,000 people live in this country, and only 9 people have it. That's not even that bad. But anyways, enough with the COVID, and back with politics. So, back when I was a little kid, well, not really a little kid, but back when I used to be a squeaker, Trump and Hillary were, fighting to the death over the elections, and I used to watch the news all the time. I don't really anymore because the news is stupid, but I used to watch the news all the time for fun because I didn't know anything. I was just a kid, and I believed every single thing that the news said about Trump, about how horrible he is. But the news, let me explain something about news. The reason why I don't really like news is because basically they just lie to you and they scare you so they can get money, and that's why I don't really watch news. I mean, there are some news channels out there that are pretty accurate. I'm not saying that they're like 100% accurate, but they're pretty accurate, but still, I don't really like news. But anyways, I used to be obsessed with news when I was that age, and I didn't know anything about Trump or Hillary, and I thought Hillary was the best person just because I don't know, she was planning on doing a few things. I don't know. I don't even know why I liked her. I just liked her just because. And then I realized that, she actually kind of sucks because she's actually a bad person and she steals people's money and she wants to steal people's guns away and she wants to turn our country into like a communist country. Well, not communist, but socialist. I mean, it's basically the same thing. You could just look it up on your computer or your tablet or your iPad or your Chromebook. But, yeah, and then I stopped liking her, and to this day, I admire Trump. He's a good guy. Not everything he does is good, but he does a lot of good stuff, and I admire him, and you should admire your presidents, unless they're really bad. So, in the beginning of 2017, when Obama left his lovely White House, and so Trump could live there, which he doesn't really live there because he travels all around America, he promised that he was going to do all this crazy stuff. So normally what presidents do is they promise to do all this crazy stuff. Half the time it doesn't come true, or, I mean, it does in a way, but it's like really stupid. Trump, just about everything he promised came true. Like, the economy is really good, everyone has jobs, the national parks are more protected, stuff like that, And then all of a sudden, when this China virus, aka that the Chinese people created in a lab, when it hit Wuhan, it was really bad, and when I think about it, it wasn't even that bad, or who knows, maybe it is, because China is just so dumb. It's so incredibly dumb. They lie so much. China, their goal is to basically destroy the world, because why not? Because they think it's such a good idea. So anyways, they created this virus so they could ruin America, and it actually worked. Well, at one point. I mean, not... As of right now, it's okay. I mean, you could still go places, you could still do stuff, you just have to wear stupid stuff like this. But for those of you who have neck gaiters, then I'm just really jealous because I really want a neck gaiter. Even though you may not be able to breathe as easily, but it doesn't make your face as hot. I just really want a neck gaiter so badly. But anyways, so when we had the first lockdown, it was just by far the most dumbest thing ever. It was so dumb. You couldn't even do anything for like 3 months straight. And not even that many people had it in America. Now would be the better time to do lockdown. I'm not saying they should, but, I mean, technically we're in lockdown again. But the first lockdown, it was basically just useless because not even that many people, there were like only like 1 million or 2 million people that had the virus in the world. And then the entire world goes into lockdown. Luckily, America wasn't like this, but in Europe, oh my god, it was so bad. You couldn't even leave your home. Like, if you lived in Italy or, like, France or somewhere like that. Like, you literally couldn't even leave your home. You had to stay in your home. Well, unless you go grocery shopping. I mean, I don't even know if they had stores. I don't even know if they had grocery stores open. Here, it wasn't as bad because grocery stores were still open. And also, you could, like, let's say, for example, if you're like a hiker like me and you go hiking a lot, not really, but I still do hikes. I just don't do them all the time. But basically, I mean, you could still do that stuff during that time, but you kind of had to do it illegally because basically you couldn't really go anywhere. The only place you could go is the stupid grocery store. The lovely grocery store. Also, during that time, it kind of reminded me of Antifa, but not as bad because people would like throw things and they would like damage stuff and they would yell at, I don't know, the people who work at stores just because they couldn't get anything and everything was closed and they had to wear stuff like that. But the thing that was very interesting about that lockdown was you didn't even have to wear this. You didn't even have to wear it. So whenever I would go to a store, which I very rarely did during that time, I never wore this. I never did. And this was when I used to be scared of it. I thought it was like really, really bad. But when you think of it, it's not even that bad. It soon came to the point where everything went back to normal. Everything was open. You didn't even have to wear a mask at restaurants. It was really good. And then all of a sudden, we got another lockdown. Well, you see, this lockdown is not as bad because it's mostly just with, schools and workplaces, like work environments. Because, like, restaurants and stores and stuff like that, they're still open. But technically, we're sort of like in an out-down because the government wants us to do more stuff outside because it's less likely that we'll get the coronavirus, which is true. I'm not saying that's a lie, but we need indoor places too. We can't just have outdoor places. And then it came to the point where stupid George Floyd, the guy who basically played GTA in real life, got shot and killed by this one cop. I don't know his name. I guess I'll put his name in the video, like down there somewhere. But anyways, this guy, he killed George Floyd because he was basically impersonating a cop and he was stealing people's money and he was stealing cars and I think he tried to kidnap people and I think he abused his children, if he even has any. So yeah, George Floyd, he was a really bad guy. He got killed. Everyone started freaking out. Then the one African-American guy was at a Wendy's and he was like high on drugs and he tried like killing cops. And then the cops, they fought back and they killed him. And then more people started freaking out. And then look at it now. YouTube is now promoting Black Lives Matter. And they want to defund the police. What is going on? But even though the government is kind of crap right now, there's still a lot of good people out there that are making good decisions. And because of that, everyone hates the government. And I believe no one wants government anymore. Which I think we need less, but I mean, come on. I mean, we need government. Also, everyone is hating Trump because he doesn't support the Black Lives Matter. He doesn't support the defunding the police, which, I mean, who supports defunding the police? We need police. Like, come on. Like, what's going to happen if there's going to be so much horrible crap that's going to happen if we don't have police? Like there's going to be like 500 deaths a day because of like school shooters or something. I don't know. And that concludes in me explaining to you guys about, is the government good? Why do we need it? What do I think of it? So first of all, we need government because if we don't have any government, our country's gonna be like Mexico, where you can do whatever the heck you want and you could get away with it. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. And we also need politics too because, I mean, if we don't have someone running our country, I mean, what's going to happen to it? It's like Mexico. Like, I mean, there's a guy running the country, of course, but he's probably a stupid, dumb idiot poo-poo head. Well, that's just kind of stuff they say in SMR. And like Africa, like the presidents, like they don't even care that people are being slaughtered by the police. Like they don't even care. They're just like, I'm just gonna enjoy my beautiful, beautiful view of my really beautiful pool and just not even swim in it. I'm just gonna look at it like a bot. I don't really know what to say about whether I like government or not because, first of all, it's pretty boring. Second of all, there's a lot of stupid governors and there's a lot of stupid mayors, while there's other governors and mayors that are really good. And third of all, I'm just 16 years old, so yeah, I already said that like multiple times. But I mean, I'm pretty sure by the time I'm like 20, I'm gonna know like whether I like government or not, but I don't know. And now it's the question that all you have been wondering. What do I think about the government / politics? So I'm not really gonna be talking about this too much because some of you are gonna be like, really scared and really upset, and you're probably gonna complain to YouTube, and you're probably gonna get my channel demonetized. So I'm not really gonna be going over it too much, but to be honest, it's kind of stupid. The reason why I'm saying it's stupid is because over the last few months, so many dumb people want to run as governor or mayor or even president, which reminds me of back when Trump and Hillary were fighting to the death and who's going to win. There were so many people that tried to run president. Even The Rock tried running president. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie, he would probably be a good president. I mean, yeah, he does some stupid things, and I don't agree with everything he does, but I mean, he would have been a pretty alright president. And I know it sounds pretty stupid, but Pete Buttigieg, or the gay guy, I think he would be pretty okay too if he wasn't gay and if he wasn't, married to a man, because he was in the Navy, so he actually, supports our country a little bit, and I'm pretty sure he does not want a rainbow flag, because that would be really stupid. The only kind of politics I like is, people like Trump, like people who care about our country, people who make good decisions, people who are like brave and not weak like Obama. But other than that, it's pretty boring. And I do know quite a bit about it because my dad, he's kind of obsessed with watching, not mentioning which news channel, but he's pretty obsessed with watching the news about politics and the government and stuff like that. And I got some of this information from all the crazy stuff that he watches. Same with my mom a little bit, but not really. But, I mean, in my opinion, who wants to spend, like, hours of their day watching news? Because it's just really boring. The only news I really like is, like, Eyewitness News, KTL9, ABC7, where they show, like, car chases and robberies and severe weather. I only like that kind of stuff. With government, I think we need less. Because, for example, like, what state wants 500,000 governors? We only need, like, one governor, a few people that work for him, every single mayor in like each town and city, a few people that work with him or for him, president, a vice president, first lady, a few people that work for them, and that's basically about it. Oh, with the exception of bodyguards, because we really need bodyguards. But other than that, the government is kind of a little bit boring and a little bit dumb. I'm not saying it's like absolutely stupid, but sometimes it's a little bit boring and a little bit dumb because there are stupid people that try to run as governor, and there's smart people that try to run as governor. Like, for instance, the mayor of LA, by far, he's the most dumbest man ever. At first, he wanted schools to close down forever, and now he wants schools to be out in parks. Like, come on, seriously, who wants to have their school out in parks? So either, like, this guy's being controlled by the people that live in LA, or he's just a really dumb person. But look at the bright side. We have a horrible governor that doesn't even care about anything. He only cares about money. And then we have Joe Biden, the really old maniac who doesn't even know what he's talking about, that wants to run as president. And everyone's voting for him because they don't want Trump to be in office. So yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. America is out of existence right now. The only possible way that America could go back to normal is either if we have another civil war or if we just start blowing up cities. Which I really hope that doesn't happen, but unfortunately that might. And I'm a little bit nervous about that, so enough is said. Basically, I don't really care about government or the politics. I only like good people, not bad people. People who make good decisions and they're really smart and they're brave and they love our country or love whatever country they're in. Not people who hate their country and do stuff for money and they're really weak and they don't even care about anything. But yeah, that concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and turn on notifications. See you in the next video. Before America gets ruined!